Hello, I'm sure you know the story of Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC. It's a household name, you definitely know. This man had worked all kinds of jobs unsuccessfully until he was in his 60s. He developed a recipe and he felt this recipe would sell well. He started moving from restaurant to restaurant, seeking for restaurant owners to adopt the recipe and all of that. And he did that for so long, traveling from one city to the other in the US. Eventually, you know the name today, became very successful. But the man started at 60 plus. He was already over 60 when he started that vision. Today we are discussing dreaming big enough to need God, unlocking God's immeasurable capacity. There is a size of dream that you can accomplish entirely on your own with enough effort, intelligence, and resources. And there is a size of dream that requires God to show up. Many Christians stay in the first category their whole lives and call it wisdom, but God calls that something else. It's common that people would have access to certain resources and they think they've seen it all, whereas God has so much more in store for them, but they don't tap into the much more that God has in store. But I can tell you, God has so much more beyond what you think. Ephesians 3:20 makes us understand that God is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine. That verse is only relevant if you are actually asking and imagining. Save small dreams do not require God's immeasurable power. Kingdom assignments will require immeasurable power. Dream big enough that you will have to ask God to be part of that business. This dream that you have, you know that by yourself, by your resources, you will not be able to achieve it, and then you will need God. I'm asking you to come to a place in your business where you will need God. You will have a big vision that you will need God to accomplish it. You know that by your own strength, you won't be able to do this. You need God to do this. Let's take 3 lessons quickly. Why small dreams feel safer but cost more. Small dreams feel responsible. They feel humble. They protect you from the embarrassment of public failure, but they also protect you from the experience of God showing up in ways you cannot explain. What I'm saying is that you cannot think small. You can't limit yourself to small because you don't want people to be offended or because you don't want people to say, we know it will fail. No, you have to have big dreams. When you build only what your own resources can sustain, you will never know what God could have done with a bigger assignment in your hand. The cost of small dreaming is not just unrealized potential, it's an undiscovered God. When you dream small, your potential is not realized, but you also miss God because there's a bigness of God that you will have introduced into that business, but you are not seeking God. You are not looking at God coming into this. Ephesians 3:20, now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. Immeasurable more than we ask, more than we imagine, according to the power that is working within us. More than you're ever thinking, more than you can ever fathom, God can do. So allow God into that business. Number 2, what big dreams actually require of you. Dreaming big is not the same as being delusional. God-sized dreams come with God-required disciplines, clarity about what you are building and why, faith that what God commissioned, He will resource, and patience is also necessary. Abraham did not waver in unbelief regarding the promise of God, but was fully persuaded that God had power to do what He had promised. Full persuasion, not partial confidence, is the faith posture that big dreams require. Full persuasion, not partial confidence in God, is the faith posture that big dreams require. Don't forget that in Romans 4 verse 20 and 21, Romans 4, 20 and 21, the Bible says, yet he did not waver through unbelief, being fully persuaded that God had power to do what He had promised. Are you fully persuaded that God can do what you don't have power for? Because God can actually do the things that you have failed in, things that your power cannot undo. He can come in and help you and set you on a path of each success. But then you must be patient. You must learn patience. There must be clarity about what you are building. There must be faith in God, and then there must be patience. Those 3 things are critical. Number 3, God's immeasurability is your business plan's ceiling. So how far can you go? As far as God cannot be measured. How far can you go? As far as God can go. That's what you are saying in that business. If you bring in His immeasurable ability into your business, immeasurably more than all you ask or imagine, is not a motivational phrase. It is a statement about the actual capacity available to you. God is not limited to your current resources, your current market position, or your current network. His power at work within you can exceed all of those things. The question is not, is my dream too big for my resources? The question is my dream given to me by God? Is this dream that you have from God? Or is it a dream that you are just waiting for God to resource, that He should put His resources on it, His blessing on it, but then He's not the one that called for it? If God called for it, He will put His resources into it, He will bless it, He will provide for it. So, the most important, ensure that the question you are asking is my dream given to me by God? 3 things I need you to do. Write your God-sized vision for your business, the version you have been afraid to say out loud because it sounds impossible. Write it, then ask God, did you give me this vision? Write that vision that is very large, that very big, that is impossible in your eyes. Write it down and then ask God, God, did you give me this vision? Because if He did, He can provide for it. Number 2, identify the specific point where your vision exceeds your current resources. This is the point I can get to. Once I get to stage 2 of 10, my resource is exhausted. So I will need God between 3 and 10. Mark that point where your vision exceeds your current resources. Name that gap. Bring it to God in prayer. Stay faithful in your natural efforts while trusting Him for the supernatural gap that He can fit in by Himself. Number 3, find one person who is building something bigger than you are doing currently and learn from them. Because vision expands in the presence of another vision. Vision will expand in the presence of other visions that are bigger, that are stronger. Let their faith stretch your own faith also. Let's close with this. What is the God-sized dreams for your business that you have been too afraid to say out loud? Today, say it today. Write it down. And then ask God whether He gave it to you. This vision, Lord, I can see it, I can say it, I've written it down, but are you the one that is giving me this vision? I hope you have been blessed by this short time. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.